right now we're pulling up to get some parts here. Dan's Used Auto Parts is what we got. We're coming back out with some parts, boys. So we just got almost finished. I'm about to pick up the rest of the parts, but we got the headlights secured. We bought a bunch of stuff for about $5.50, and I'll show you guys once we get it taken care of. Got a lot going on here. So for 550 bucks, we got quite the deal here. We got a full front bumper assembly, no damage, just small scratches, which we're gonna paint it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll just sand it down when we do get it. And we also got the full frame, the full front frame assembly with all the wiring, horns, everything that we could ask for. We also got the headlights as well, right here. So we got all that stuff for $550 when we would have been spending $600 alone on the headlights, buying them, like even used on eBay. They go for $600, which is ridiculous. So we got quite the deal here today. I'll see you guys back at the shop. We successfully made it back to the shop without the bumper flying out of the truck. So we're gonna go ahead, take these suckers out, get them stored until we need them. Just an overview of what we're gonna do today. We have multiple things. We have one, we're gonna go ahead and take this off and take all the wraps off. So all the wraps for all the doors, just to see what we're working with. We're gonna take the fenders off. We're going to cut this whole front assembly off because we did get a new one. We're not gonna put it on today, but we're just gonna get almost everything ready to start putting stuff on. Heavy, heavy. This is what we have. Bam, bam. You can see how messed up this thing is. You know, the damage that we have, it messed up a lot of stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the grinder out. We're gonna do some chopping, just so we could see if we have to weld this, so we can straighten this frame, or what we're gonna do. But first, before we get to that, we get to do some satisfying peeling. So we're gonna peel as much as we can of this wrap off the car, and yeah, enjoy the time lapse of that. Bruh, shitty ass tripod, bro. You guys okay? First drop with the new tripod. We're just gonna take a break because I'm getting a little hot, and we are going to we're gonna go ahead, start it, and I want to see how good the stereo is. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some water in there too to see if there's any leaks. Honestly, I couldn't tell. I know obviously, you know, there's damage here, but it might be okay. But it may be reusable. We'll see. We'll see if the AC's cold and the radiator holds water. We don't have a hose at this shop. So we do, but it's like over in a different bay. So we gotta use Watts-a-botzos. Let's see how many water bottles it takes. All right, so we're full. We're gonna go ahead and see if she does overheat, how long it takes, and if the AC is cold as well. Ugh. Everything's looking good, exactly how we left it. Let's turn this AC on. AC's blowing cold. Wow, went cold quick too. Well, we were inside for a little bit. We got the Bluetooth connected. The speakers are crisp. Kind of wanted to check those out. But right now, the car is idling quite well. The temperature got high enough for it to let water into the engine. I would say that we just need some JB Weld to get this patched up, and then check where we check our coolant right here. That's got, you know, a little bit of a problem there. Other than that, we don't need to buy an AC condenser. We don't need to buy any of that stuff. All right, that was freaking hard work. I don't know why it was so hard. We got a good little portion of it. To be honest, doesn't look horrible. It's a little dirty because I was rubbing my big old body all over it, but it just looks like somebody just rattle canned the whole car. On camera, it doesn't look too bad. Honestly, I might do it white because I mean it looks pretty dang good, the white and black. I'm gonna go ahead and get the front of the part chopped off and all bare to get what we need to get. Okay, what am I saying? You do. We're gonna do our job at the front to try and pull this frame straight because that was one of the goals today. So we unpeeled a lot of the wrap. We'll save it for another episode. All right, let's get to work up front. All right, so up on the front, we have our frame rails here and the bolts aren't aligned to get them out. So we're gonna have to do some cutting. We're gonna cut like it's out right here and then cut this portion out right there. But we're gonna get a new blade because I don't wanna chop myself in the face. Ugh. And I don't wear eye protection because I ain't no bitch. Out of here. We could get a better look at what's going on here now. From what we have here now, we know that we're gonna have to change this top part. As you can see, you know, I bought it and everything, obviously. So to get to that, we're gonna take off these fenders here. After that, we're going to cut this out. I have to do some research on how to do this. I know you have to like grind down the spot welds in order to slide it out and then you have to weld it back. So I assume that's what's gonna happen. But what we're gonna do right now is go ahead and take the fenders off. Watch this, you guys ready for this? 2 hours later, we got them off, and now we can see even more stuff. So we're gonna take a look. All right, so what do we got here? I don't know if it's crumpling or not. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I think it might be supposed to be like that. Nah, maybe not. But crumpling here, and then we also have crumpling here as well. I don't know, this might, yeah, it might be factory. You can see how unstraight it is and everything. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and cut right here all the way around with the angle grinder. Make sure not to cut any harnesses or anything. So we're gonna clear everything out of the way because we're gonna try and bend the frame rails back eventually. It's getting a little dark out, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it today, but it'll be in the same video for you guys. But just for me, it'll be a different day. Once we cut that out, we'll be able to easily take out the radiator assembly if we wanted to. And we could also see if it sits in there okay, because it's hard to tell if this is bent right here or not, you know, because the whole top part is shifted. So this looks bent too, but it may not be. Next, clear this stuff out of the way so we don't chop anything, and then cut this bitch out. Let's go. So this is what we got here now. 2 bent frames. They're ready to be bent back. Have some stuff we need to fix here. We need to make sure this is straight. This here as well. Make sure that's straight. Tomorrow, those frames are going back straight, baby. And I'm trying to think what else that we really need. That's gonna be a crazy big project. Besides painting, we're gonna have to paint. Wow, there's a burning June bug over here. Come look at him. He smells like shit. Ooh, stinky. What's up, guys? We're back. It's a couple days later. And we're working on the Camaro again. For you, it was literally 2 seconds. But for me, I went on a little beach vacation and everything. So we're back, and we did a little work off camera. We just got some of the stuff cleared out so that we could steer all the way with all our angle. This is leaking, that's why it's out there. It's got a little pee-pee going on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this thing out outside, and we're gonna attach the chain to the frames, and we're gonna try and bend them back where they should be. And if we can't get them good enough, then we're gonna have to cut and weld them, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a try, so. Now we're gonna go ahead and get these chains hooked up. I'm gonna go slow for this first one. I'm not gonna yank it too hard, but we'll see. Oh. What the? Are you kidding me? One little tug and it's almost straight. Guys, what in the, wow. It really just unkinked that easy. Dude, it barely needs any more. Look, it's almost straight right here. I'm probably gonna give it one more little tug and it's back in where it needs to be. We're gonna keep at it. Yeah, we're gonna readjust. I think it probably needs a little bit more power. You know what? I'm gonna give her another one. Another one. All right, we're gonna call that one good. Over here. And then we'll let her rip on this side as well. All right, I think we got it pretty good. I'm gonna match up the crash bar to it and see what we're looking like. This one, it comes in, comes out, and then comes back in a little bit. I think that's acceptable. This one on the left, I think this one is definitely good to go. We're gonna match up the crash bar, see how it looks. Looks promising. Wow, okay. I think that I'm okay with that. It's not perfect, never will be perfect, but for me, good enough. All right, so we're gonna pull this back in the shop. We'll see what we're doing next. So what I was thinking, one, I just needed to know how to remove these little spot welds. What you can do is you can just drill them out with a drill bit. So I was doing that and it was working pretty well. From here, I think that we're going to clear out all this space so we can see both of these frame rails just like we can over here. And what we're gonna do is we are going to chop the frame. From there, we're going to measure it out, get everything to mount onto this. So we don't have to do any welding at the, from the frame to this and this to that. We're just gonna get this set up. We're gonna break these welds to where we can pull this out. And then we're gonna chop the frame where we can just weld it there, and have a whole new front end. So I guess right now I'm gonna be focused on breaking these welds. All right, awesome. We got it out, bam. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna do the other side, and then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna do for part 2. We got a lot done, and we're to a new stopping point. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.